my name is Amita, and in this video, I am going to discuss about AC circuit analysis for inductive circuit. Now, what it means that the AC source is feeding to an pure inductance. So, let us start with its power circuit diagram. If I want to make the power circuit diagram for this, so I can make like this. There is a AC source which is represented by this symbol. A AC source, as it is time varying in nature, so we represent mathematically by Vm sin omega t, because an AC source is a sinusoidal function and it is connecting to an pure inductance, and the current flowing through those circuit is IT. As we know, in case of inductance, the voltage across inductor is given by inductance. The voltage across inductor is given by formula E L d I by dt. Now, in this case, as the supply voltage is Vt, so in place of E, I am going to write Vt, L, and the current flowing through this circuit is It. So in place of I can write It. Now, this is the voltage across inductor. As my interest is to determine the current It, so what I can do, I can put the equation of Vt, supply voltage Vt. So let me put the value of Vt, that is equal to Vm sin omega t. So Vm sin omega t, that is equal to L dit by. Now, since here I am having the differentiation of current It and my interest is to determine the current It. So what I can do, integrate both sides. So when I'm going to integrate both sides, what I'm going to get, I'm going to put Vm sin omega t with respect to dt, that is equal to L integration d by dt it dt. Now you can see here from integration the differentiation is going to be cancelled. So I am going to get here it is equal to 1 by L integration Vm sin omega t dt. Now you can see here Vm I can take out from the integration. So Vm by L integration sin omega t dt. Now you can further solve it as I get the value of Vm by L integration sin omega t dt. Now if I am going to integrate sin omega t with respect to dt, so what I am going to get, Vm by L minus cos omega t by omega. So if I further solve it, Vm by omega L minus cos of omega t. Now, omega L is nothing but it is the inductive reactance. So I can write in place of omega L, that is XL minus cos omega t. Now cos omega t ko, I can write it minus cos omega t ko, I can write it as sin omega t minus 90. So you can see here where XL is equal to omega L, and this is nothing but inductive reactance. This is inductive reactance. Now you can see here finally what I am going to get, IT is equal to Im, I can write Im sin omega t minus 90, where Im is equal to Vm by what I am going to get for the voltage. As we know that the supply voltage equation is Vm sin omega t, and the current equation for a purely inductive circuit, I am going to get Im sin omega t minus 90. So, what is phase angle? Phase angle is, you can see here that here in case of voltage with sine there is an angle omega t, but in case of current there is an angle omega t minus 90. So, it means the phase angle, which is an angle between voltage and current, that is in case of purely inductive circuit, that is 90-degree lag. Why I'm saying lag? Because it is with minus sign. And if I talk about the power factor for a purely inductive circuit, what do you understand by power factor? Power factor is nothing but cosine of phase angle. And I'm going to get in case of inductive circuit cos 90, that means 0. So this is something about the power factor for a purely inductive. I'm going to make the phasor diagram. What is phasor diagram? Phasor diagram is nothing but it is the representation of an electrical quantities available in the circuit in a space. As in AC circuit, the voltage and current both are having the magnitude as well as the direction. So AC quantities are represented by a vector, and vector and that is in space, it is called the phasor diagram. So if V is in phase with the x-axis, you can see that the current will be 90-degree lag and it will be this angle. So current will be downward and the angle will be 90 degrees. You can see that the length of the vector I is less than V because always the current we determine by dividing the inductive reactance in the voltage V. So this is something about the phasor diagram for a pure inductive circuit. Now coming to the time diagram, if I just want to plot the time diagram, now what do you understand by time diagram? Time diagram is nothing but it is the variation of an electrical quantities with respect to axis D. If I'm going to make the voltage variation, so if the voltage I'm going to represent this by red color. So red color waveform is basically it is showing the supply voltage variation. And you can see here the current is 90-degree lag from the voltage. That means the voltage is starting from 0. This is 0. This is pi. This is 2 pi. And in between we are having pi by 2. And this is 3 pi by 2. It means if the voltage is starting from 0, so current will be lagged by 90 degree means the current will start its value at 90 degree. Current will be having its value at 90 degree. So current is basically this white color waveform is showing the current. Means if the voltage peak value is Vm, so the current peak value will be basically Im. Okay? So this is Vm and this is Im. Now you can clearly see that at 0 the voltage value is 0 and the current value is 0 at pi by 2. So you can see that the current is lagging 90 degree from the voltage V. Now coming to the power diagram, power waveform. Power, we know that power is always equal to, V into I. We know that power is always equal to multiplication of voltage and current. So you can see that 0 to pi by 2, voltage is positive and current is negative. So if I multiply the one positive value with another negative value, multiplication will be negative. So that means you can see that 0 to pi by 2, my power loop will be negative. Now you can see pi by 2 to pi, voltage is also positive and current is also positive. So if I am going to multiply these two values, definitely I am going to get the positive loop of power. Now again from pi to 3 pi by 2, you can see that current is positive and voltage is negative. So again if I multiply one positive value with a negative value, I am going to get the negative value. Again from 3 pi by 2 pi, you can see that both values are positive, negative and the multiplication of two negative values are positive. So I'm going to get the power loop positive. So you can see here that in a one complete cycle of supply voltage, that is 2 pi, I'm going to get the two positive power loop and two negative power loop. It means in case of inductance, the average power consumption is 0. Average power consumption is 0. This is what we know in case of inductance. In case of purely inductive circuit, the power consumed by the inductor is 0. So this is something about the AC circuit analysis for a pure inductance. Dear friends, I hope you understand whatever I have told you in this video. Now, let us watching to the next video for understanding the AC circuit analysis of a capacitive circuit. Thank you.